Are we ready for the ultimate battle royale? The album wars. We're going heaven and hell versus the Blizzard of Oz. Some real territorial pissings right here, because both bands share members in more ways than one. Obviously, Black Sabbath fires Ozzy and he goes solo. But both of these lineups feature members of Rainbow, Black Sabbath with Ronnie James Dio. And to me, this is what Rainbow could have been had they not got the guy that looked like a cop. I like Grant Bonnet, but he looked like a cop singing Since You've Been Gone. Mr. Crowley. Single You Said It All. It's an original pressing. This is a later pressing. So, we got Tony Cokeface Iommi with Ronnie James Dio on vocals, Geezer Butler on bass, and Bill Ward, who was basically on a blackout on this album. Doesn't even probably even remember recording it. It's a great fucking album though. Prior to this, with Ozzy, obviously they were going downhill. The new wave of British heavy metal was coming in, and this made them a rival contender in that this album gave them some steroids. And obviously Ozzy meets Sharon Arden and a young man named Dana Strum, who puts him in contact with a guitar teacher who's playing in a band called Quiet Riot named Randy Rhoads. Dana Strum later would play in Vinnie Vincent Invasion and Slaughter. And he was Ozzy's go-to guy when he needed guitar players, who was the guy that's the hot shit, Randy Rhoads. And boy, is he fucking good. So, let's get into this. This is a hard one because I like both of these equally for different reasons. But Neon Nights is going up against I Don't Know. That's a tie. That's a definite tie. But I have to choose. I'm going to go with Neon Nights. It's just nothing against I Don't Know, because I've heard it a lot of times. I've heard Neon Nights a lot of times too, but something about that charge of a song. The Walk Away is going to go up against Crazy Train, and Crazy Train is just going to fucking mull it all over. And yeah, that's a masterpiece. That's a hell of a masterpiece. Walk Away is a great song too, though, I ain't gonna lie. But Crazy Train, that's where Randy Rhoads lets it be known that he's the next contender in the guitar world, and he was. Heaven and Hell is going up against Goodbye to Romance. Goodbye to Romance can be traced to Quiet Riot, actually. If you do your research and look at old live Quiet Riot footage, you'll find Randy playing bits of Goodbye to Romance back then. So, he had that for a while. And that's one of my favorites. but it's going up against Heaven and Hell, and I'm going Heaven and Hell for this one. Why? Ronnie James Dio. It's plain and simple. But that's a tie too, and that's a hard choose. And I'm gonna have to skip D because I'm gonna make it 8-8 here, and D goes up against nothing. D stands on its own, and anything that tries to, black or white, you got no business being here. Anyway, what the fuck's with D? So Suicide Solution is gonna go up against Die Young. Die Young. Die Young. Damn. I'm going with Die Young on that one. Wow. Who'd have thunk it? Originally when I thought this Ozzy album was getting all of it, but I really like this. Because I like Rainbow. And to me, that's what this is. This is a Rainbow album. It's not a Black Sabbath album. It's a Rainbow album. Let's not kid ourselves. Children of the Sea is going to go up against Mr. Crowley. Mr. Crowley's going to win that one for sure. That is just Randy and Ozzy and Bob Daisley. I didn't mention the lineup. I mean, Bob Daisley coming out of a band called Rainbow, of course. And Lee Kerslake was in Uriah Heep. And Randy Rhoads coming from Quiet Riot. But where are we at? Okay, Children of the Sea versus Mr. Crowley. Mr. Crowley wins. Great lyrics on this stuff. No Bone Movies versus Lonely is the Word. Oh wow, No Bone Movies is about being stuck in your hotel room on being on tour. They were used to having late night porno movies when they would check in on their hotel room, and that's what that song's about, not having them. So, oh, no porn movies tonight. No porn movies tonight. I'm going with no porn movies. Wishing Well has to go up against Revelation Mother Earth. Revelation Mother Earth wins. Please let my mother live. That's the winner. Steal Away the Night versus Lady Evil. Lady Evil, evil. She's a magical, mystical woman. See, I can't really hit those notes, but Steal Away the Night. I'm going with Steal Away the Night. That's my favorite Ozzy. One of my favorite Ozzy songs, but wow, so what we got here? 3 versus 5. Ozzy wins. But man, does this one pack a mighty punch. First 2 cassettes that I had for Black Sabbath were Technical Ecstasy and Mob Rules. And when I heard Mob Rules, I was like, this is not Black Sabbath. Where is Ozzy? And to be honest, it took me a while to adapt until I heard the band Rainbow. I became a huge fan of his voice, Ronnie James Dio, and then I moved around. Never really got into Elf, but Richie Blackmore's Rainbow first album, and then Rainbow Rising, Long Live Rock and Roll. When I first heard of the band Rainbow, it was funny because I heard Since You've Been Gone and I seen the video, and I was like, why is Richie Blackmore got a cop singing in front of the band? Why did he get a front man that's a cop? Because he had the shades. I just thought he looked out of place, but Graham's actually one of my favorite singers. I love Alcatraz. I love anything that he could sing on. He's a brilliant singer, but he was kind of acquired taste, I guess, like some people don't like everything. But what am I getting at here? I don't know. Anyway, Ozzy wins. Classic album. Wouldn't have it any other way. Black Sabbath, after firing Ronnie James Dio, or he quits, they get Ian Gillan from the band Deep Purple and do one album, and then it's just downhill for Black Sabbath from there. But Ozzy had a great career, and actually still does. He's still putting out music, so God bless him. God bless you all for watching these. I know I get long-winded and I talk a lot, but it is what it is. I don't plan these. It's spontaneous from the heart. Good night. God bless.